Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and in this video, we're going to be talking about crypto rug pulls and how to better protect yourself. Go over a few red flag items that one could look at to see if the project is a rug pull. It doesn't mean that they're always going to be if they hit these certain metrics, but just use these to help you identify them and avoid them if at all possible. And this article is going to be pulled from our colleague in the space, Certec, which works alongside Yeti.uk in some capacity, not directly, but indirectly, to help protect you in the crypto community. So always check out projects and make sure that there's an audit out there somewhere to help you avoid these rug pulls. But the first red flag is website registration. We have a chart here, and about 37.5 of the domains or the rug pull projects had a domain registered with Namecheap, and 12.5% with GoDaddy. And then you can see the other metrics here: 2.5 at Key Systems, 5% at NameSilo, Gandy SaaS, 5%, Hostinger, 7.5%, Dynadot, 2.5. Unknown could be a number of things. Maybe it's an IPFS, whatever it might be. Name.com, 7.5%. And so if we take a product that we recently reviewed on Yeti.uk, Minucoin, we could see that it was registered in February of 2023. And it was updated in February, or excuse me, it was registered in January 2023, but it was updated in February 2023. And we could see the name servers here. And if we use whois.com and tools like who is hosting this from digital.com, we could see that the website is hosted through NS1, right? So the registration wise, red flag here is with GoDaddy. Another red flag is the while the registration of the domain name has been over a year, there's still some concern as far as it, because you're going to see additional variables. For example, the second red flag is the project lifespan, because the average lifespan from inception to scam was around 92 days, while the median lifespan was about 57 days. So projects that are over 100 days old, while that doesn't automatically, remove them from the possible rug pull list, they have a better chance of not being a rug pull. Usually they want to get your money and get out. So just be mindful. So first thing, of course, the website, make sure the registration is not like fresh. And if it's registered with one of these entities, you might want to be a little bit skeptical. Doesn't mean every website on Namecheap, GoDaddy, or whatever is an automatic scam or rug pull, but just some items for you to notate and utilize in your analysis when you're looking at these projects. Moving on from red flag number 2, we got red flag number 3, fraudulent tactics. And normally what they will try to do is they will try to entice you with, we're doing good for the world, we're giving back to the world. We partnered up with this charity and that charity. They're trying to basically work on your emotion to get you to fall for their tricks, or get your VC money or your investment to partner in with the project. And here they say tactics that exploit the emotional and psychological triggers of investors in order to maximize investment into their project, like false charity claims, get rich quick schemes, false partnerships, and false legitimacy appeal. Now, we've seen this before, where partnerships or projects will announce that they partnered with XYZ. That gives them a little bit more credence, a little bit more legitimacy. But then the actual project will come out and be like, no, they didn't. I don't know what they're talking about. So you got to be careful of that. But that is a tactic that they will use, and that is red flag number 3. And you can see a chart down here where they have it outlined: get rich quick, partner claims, false charity, legit appeal. And I believe that they found that these projects, out of their sample size, would oftentimes use multiple tactics within their project presentation. The full makeup and overlap of these tactics are visualized in the Venn diagram here. You can see how they use charity, partner claims, you'll make money fast, yada, yada, yada. On to number 4, red flag number 4, rug pull roadmaps and white papers. Now, as we saw with Minucoin and even some other proof of work tokens, they have a white paper like Voltaic and a roadmap, and they want you to go to a media share file to download it. That's a bad thing for me. Even if the link is not malicious, the white paper and the roadmap should be displayed, as well as the tokenomics should be displayed on the website itself. You shouldn't have to go to a third-party link or download anything. When you're having to download a PDF, a CSV, or any type of file, Word doc, whatever, that could be a huge red flag for me, and you could be leaving your system, whatever device you're downloading that on, opening it on, susceptible to malicious exploits. But rug pull projects do not consistently have roadmaps or white papers available. Not all of them, but most of them. Most of the rug pulls, they don't spend time making the roadmaps or white papers. They're just trying to get in and get out. However, the more sophisticated projects that did have roadmaps and white paper would heavily focus on marketing material that promoted false legitimacy appeal. Many of them would state that the roadmap or white paper were coming soon, right? So if you see coming soon next to the white paper, coming soon next to the roadmap, usually that's a red flag. Some of these projects may not have it because they haven't gone that far, and they should have before they even listed, before they even started marketing, before they even started trying to reach out to various centralized exchanges or DEXes or whatever and putting liquidity on these pools or whatever. Before they should already have a business plan. They should already have a white paper, a roadmap. But not all of them do, and some projects that are legit will just eventually come out with it later. But that is one variable for you to use to identify a rug pull. And then number 5, suspicious team presentations. I've seen this more and more. Certex says here, a majority of the projects were completely anonymous, accounting for 24 out of 31 projects in their sample set. The 7 remaining projects were identified as semi-anonymous, accounting for 22.6%. Other teams used photos and names that were later determined by our investigators to be fraudulent. And you can see here a chart, 77.4 anonymous, 22.6 semi-anonymous. And that's honestly one of the things that's been impacting DEXes as we get ready to wrap here is everybody in the proof of work mining community has been calling for the DEX team to come out, be public, and show their faces and put a face to a name and talk about the project in these public venues, public podcasts, whatever it might be. Now, with DEX to the side, what I've seen is projects, including new projects, come out, whether it's the non-proof of work side or proof of work side, and they use fake AI generated images, not only on their GitHub, and that's a big red flag for me. If I see that same image on the GitHub on their website under the About Us or Team section, that's a huge red flag for me. And you can see some of these AI generated images because it looks like it's got like the Instagram filter and TikTok filter and all this other stuff on it, and it just looks way too nice, right? Like perfect unpimpled face, beautiful as heck. And maybe you are beautiful, maybe you are great as a dev or whatever, but like some of those images you can just look at it and be like, this is not even a real image. And that has become more apparent, and I respect your privacy. I respect a dev being anonymous. They don't need to come out to the open. Like Satoshi Nakamoto is anonymous, right? We know their name. We don't know who the person is associated with the name, but we trust Bitcoin. But that came out in the early days, whereas now it's better to be anonymous and not provide any KYC or provide the crypto community any information about yourself and push out a project. And it will be widely accepted depending upon your actions. But if you're new, right, and you're coming out with all the great words and all the terminology and trying to add credence to your project by saying you're partnered with this and you're a charity with that or whatever, be a little bit skeptical and then see what the actions are. What is the activity on the GitHub? Are they active on Twitter? Do we have somebody in the Twitter or crypto Twitterverse that is legitimate and has spoken or got a good interview with the devs, right? Like the Ceph Estradas, the Son of a Tex, people that try to get these projects on their channel to challenge them. Crypto Wendy O, Altcoin Daily, whatever, because you want to get these people, regardless if they want to show their face or not, and you want to get some tangible information from the user. So out of all the metrics that I mentioned, the red flags that I mentioned in this video, which one do you find is the most important to you? Let me know down in the comments below. Have you been rug pulled before? And if you've been rug pulled before, what project got you? I want to hear from you down in the comments below, but I hope that you take some of the information in this video and add to your tool set already that you should already have in this wonderful crypto/blockchain world. and I wish you nothing but the best. But that's going to do it for me today. Do me a favor on the way out, hit the like button, make sure to get subscribed, hit notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here, like to yeti.uk, where we're building a website to try to help the community audit some of these smart contracts, mining software, software wallets, and Surtech, a competitor, but a colleague in the space. Hopefully, all of us working together to make a better crypto world or ecosystem for you. You all have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one.